Alliance. He is the beast from Hollywood East, Michael the Hammer Mulligan.
Hey folks, Michael the Hammer Mulligan. We're back. Listen, I moved out of the old house. Guys, really? What are you doing? These my babies, huh? What you got? Alright, well obviously I'm not alone. I got the dogs here with me. It's kind of nice at the new house with the puppies around me. So, moved out of the old house and I didn't have a fireplace for a while. So what I did was I went around to different locations. You know, I was out in the backyard, I was in the front yard, I was all over the place. I was at different venues, different schools doing interviews, and it was nice. But it wasn't the same. It wasn't, you know, Fireside. So here we are. You know, thanks to a lot of people, we now have a new Fireside studio. It's kind of awesome, you know. So I'll give you a little list of people I'd like to thank. We'll start with the boys, my sons, Eric and Shane, for helping me out with the framing on this thing, and obviously the cleaning and windows and all that kind of good stuff. Then we'll go to Mikey T's Plumbing and Heat. Hey, knock it off. Come over here. Good boy. Give me that stick. Yes. Go down. So we'll go to Mikey T's Plumbing and Heat, and Mikey T did some warm flooring. You know, Daryl Gadetti from Almost Anything Concrete come over and poured the floor. But inside the floor in here is some plastic tubes that Mikey T's guys put in. That way I could have some warm flooring and make it nice and cozy by the fire, you know. So on top of that, we have some nice tile floor that Dave LaCava installed. It actually has a wood look to it, you know. It's kind of nice. I took some time picking it out, but the reason why I did that is a lot of the features, the colors in the room, come from the old antique building that's on my property over here. You know, the color on the walls over there, the red, that's called fireweed. And that came from the red barn and the red building that's on the property, and the yellow on the other walls is the same color as the trim out there. So I tried to pull some of that into the room, you know, make it feel a little bit homey. Dave, my buddy Dave Warnica, he's the one that did the fireplace and the shelves and stuff and finished up the trim where somebody else left off, and he did a really nice job. So I'm really happy about that. Limery helped me with the painting. We've been doing some painting. We still got a little bit left to go, but not much that you can see, which is a good thing. EAV electrician, Jeff. Jeff did the electrical in here. We still, again, he's got a little left to do, you know, put some plates and covers on and stuff, but yeah, it's kind of neat. Who else did we have in here? So Eric Donnell, he did the roof on it, and Donnell Roofing, so he did the roof and he did the siding on it too. So again, thank you all of you guys for everything, and if I forgot somebody, I'll get you next time. The roof in here, the ceiling here, I actually took, you know, on the property is that old barn. I took a lot of the flooring where the flooring caved in and I had to repair it. I took a lot of the flooring and I stained it or painted it the red of the barn, and I adhered it to the ceiling here. So I'll get you a shot of that, but it really looks nice. So that's the story with this. So now we're back beside the fire. I have it at my house. I'm 3 to 5 minutes away from Cape Cod Fighting Alliance, right down the street. I actually have a cage in the cellar at the house. What we're going to be doing, one of the things that we're going to be doing on the new, you know, now that we have our new place here, is we're going to be talking, and I'm going to inspire all the fighters. If there's fighters out there that want to have a show with me, want to do a show, you want to talk about your career, you want to talk about an upcoming fight, doesn't matter what you want to talk about. Come on down, sit with me by the fire. You know, downstairs what we got is we got a real cage. I had it shipped in from California. It's half cage, half padded wall, so it's nice. It's always nice to have a padded room in your house. But what'll happen is if you guys, you know, you got a signature move, you got some special thing that you want to teach us here on the show, we'll go down in the cellar. I'll throw Shaney in there with the cage with you, and you two can kind of give us a lesson on MMA. You can teach us some jiu-jitsu, whatever your art is, a little Muay Thai, a little boxing, a little wrestling. You can show us a couple moves. That'd be great, you know. So if you're a fighter, if you're a promoter, a trainer, I'll say it again. We're up and running again. Come on down, sit with me by the fire. Let's talk about you, your career, and let's talk about MMA. It's a passion of mine, you know. My son started first. I've been at it. I did it for a little while, and you know, at my age, I'm not doing it anymore, and I train, but that's about it, you know. So I like to be involved in the sport, and this is my way of doing it. Mom, my son Eric made the logo. You know, you've seen that before, but Mom blew it up and put it on a DVD so I could have it behind me. So that was really nice. Thanks, Mom. That's a great job. Eric, you did a great job. I love the logo to begin with. Now that it's blown up, it's beautiful. I really like it. So yeah, that's the story. Fireside, we are back. Our first guest today, who else would it be but my favorite guest, the one that's on all the time, is Loco Lobo, Michael Gresh. Michael's the one who started teaching Shane along with Pat Schultz when he was 10 years old. He's been a lifelong friend of mine, and yeah, it's going to be nice to have him on the show today. My other special guests are Jackson Opie over here, lounging in front of the fire. It's going to be hard to get him off of this warm floor. They never want to leave. So yeah, thanks for hanging out and waiting for us to come back. I know we've done a lot of you know, a lot of reruns and stuff, but hopefully now that we're back up and running, we'll be able to keep the shows rolling one after another. So thanks for coming, and we'll be back with Michael Gresh in a little while. Thank you. What's up?
What's up, brother?
Hey folks, Michael Hammer Mulligan here with Michael Loco Lobo Gresh. What's up, Michael?
What's up, Hammer?
Boom! We're back.
Back in action, brother.
That's it. How do you like it?
Oh, I love it, man.
Dude, I got so many people helping with this thing. I just talked about, you know, I got Mikey T with the warm floors. I got Jeff from EAV. Dave Warnicker on the fireplace.
These alligator chairs.
You like the chairs?
Oh, dude,
you like the chairs?
You want to sit in these chairs, friends.
If I can show you what he did to this chair off screen.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
These are beautiful chairs, Hammer.
It's gorgeous.
The best.
And I said that too. That's the other thing, Mike. I mean, CCFA, I mentioned, is 3 minutes down the street, right?
Yep. Exactly.
I also mentioned that I want everybody, anybody that's a fighter or a promoter or a trainer or anything in this sport. You know, how many people do you train with, honestly, from different schools?
Oh, 100 different people come in from different schools, and there's so many great characters and so many good schools and in this area that it's phenomenal. I don't know why they don't take advantage of getting some airtime.
Well, I know. Well, it's probably half my fault. I've been in and out. I've got people asking. I had
yeah, well, you just moved here. You just moved, and you got your room back and everything.
Exactly.
You know, so
I got Mass MMA. Just said, hey, when are you gonna do some new shows?
Yeah, this is it. So we got a lot of good things to talk about, and I hope you get. I'm gonna hit a lot of fighters up from CCFA, from Tom. Hopefully from South Shore. Maybe guys from Lazar's want to get involved.
Yep.
And all the top schools around the region, we can get down here and, geez, 15 minutes is nice plug, you know what I mean?
Exactly. So again, if you're a fighter, if you want to do this, you want to come on the show, you want to sit here and do an interview with me, come on down. You know, it isn't about just the Cape schools, it's about everywhere. You know,
right.
My people watching the show, you know, like I said, Mass MMA posts every one of these shows on their site. They like it. We get a good response from it. You know, it's worldwide, baby.
Yeah, it's
we're on the interweb here. We're everywhere now.
Now with the alligator chairs, that's going to go all over the place.
I know. I love like the swamp people or something with these chairs.
Brother, these things are unbelievable.
We got the beard rocking. We got some Duck Dynasty. We got the chops over here. Chops McGurgan.
Everywhere I go, this summer, everywhere I go, where's the chops? Where's the chops? Finally, I said, the hell with you guys. I brought them back. All right, they're back.
Did you notice I brought the jacket back for the show?
Yeah, but show what's underneath that. I really like that shirt.
Oh, you like that? Eric had that made for me for Christmas.
That's sweet, man.
So yeah, that was awesome.
Right on, dude.
So awesome. Excellent. So, Michael, let's talk MMA. First of all, let's talk about, let's the next big event coming to town. All right, so Cage Titans, Michael Pulver's premier fight show at Memorial Hall is coming on November
1st.
At
at Plymouth Memorial Hall.
There we go. And
Saturday night.
Yep.
Got a great card lined up. I could go over a few of the fights. I know they're bringing in some kid from the Midwest to fight Johnny Cupcake Campbell's. Is always fun to watch.
Dude, if you ever see this kid fight, if you get the chance to go out and see a fight, this is one of the most entertaining fighters. He reminds me of John L. Sullivan back in the day. And the way that his stance is, I've never seen anything like it. He's the best fighter backing up that I've ever seen.
Literally, and I have a lot of fighters at our school, but I got to be honest with you, he's probably one of my top 3 favorite fighters.
He's entertainment-wise.
Yeah, entertainment. Well, I think he's talented too.
Oh, yeah,
I think at his weight class, he's hard to beat. He's very good footwork, good head movement, solid striking, a character.
Kicks.
He punches. He's got good hands, good kicks. A very good defense to the ground, like these jiu-jitsu guys.
He don't take them down, and when he does go down, he bounces back up pretty quick.
Well, he gave Fernando Perez, who used to train with us, and went to some school boxing. I never heard of him before, but they were up in Boston. They were promoting themselves everywhere, but Johnny gave him a good licking in the 3rd round. I was
but you know, honestly, Fernando did good. But
first 2 rounds he did good,
right? And you've seen him. It was strange. The look in his eyes. You can always tell the fighter when it goes away. You can see the look in his eyes. And Fernando's look, once he came back, it was almost fear.
Johnny defended the takedown and just was raining elbows down, and that was the end of him.
So that's it for Johnny Cupcakes. He's a great one to watch. Now, who else we got fighting? Who do you got from your school, Mike?
We had a few people on there. Jimmy Manning was supposed to fight.
The Tooth.
Jimmy Manning, the Tooth.
Jimmy the Tooth.
Jimmy the Tooth was supposed to fight Kevin Schneider from South Shore Sport Fighting. All business, you know. And he got cut at work, 8 stitches on his eye.
Who did? Jimmy or the
Jimmy the Tooth. And I don't know if they're going to do it in December or January. I don't know when the next show is. I don't know what the story is with that, but we had to scrap that fight. Mike having a hard time finding Sarah Click a fight, so you know.
Well, she's a beast.
Yeah, she's a beast.
She's a good one.
Hopefully we got a fight for her out Midwest. She might be going on another. We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
But we have Peter Barrett, Hands of Stone. Peter Barrett on that card, looking for his 3rd win. Looking for his 3rd professional win.
Right, and he's just amazing too. That kid, he's knocked out some serious talent, you know. Yeah. I mean, Russo, who else did he knock out?
Everybody. Isabel, he's not going. This will be his 3rd fight. He's fighting a kid from Iron Horse, MMA. I've never heard of the team from Boston or something, but I guess he's a good purple belt that trained at Brazilian top team. So, like I said, this is MMA. This is a different game. You know, you can come in there with a high level jiu-jitsu pedigree or wrestling pedigree, and one punch straightens that right out. So, and vice versa.
Exactly.
You can be a top striker and a good jiu-jitsu wrestler takes you down and takes you right out of your game.
If you don't have a well-rounded game in today's sport, you're done. You're done. You got to have it all.
So this kid Peter's looking for his 3rd win, and there's a lot of 145s. I'm sure that there's a few that are chopping there at the bits to get at him, but there's a lot of them that don't want to.
Yeah, there's a lot that don't.
Let me tell you something. Mike, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm telling you, I hold pads for him. I spar with him. I watch him. He spars a lot with Chip Mrazapla, the surgeon. He trains a lot up at Seattle. He's a very dangerous striker. He hits like a mule.
Really?
Yeah, hits like a truck. So you want to jump in there with him with 4 ounce gloves? Be my guest.
Hey, you know what? That fight he had with Lionel. I love Lionel. Lionel's a great fighter, great guy, great personality.
Sure.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
But he grinded Lionel down, man.
He did.
Lionel's a tough guy.
He was tough.
Lionel's a tough guy to grind down. So we got him on the card. We had 3 guys on the card, but Remo, what's the kid's last name? Remo from Rivera's school. Remo Caradelli. I can't never say their last name. He's an exciting fighter to watch at 125. Yeah. He's fighting Billy Giovanello from Connors, who's another good fighter I like to watch. So that's a great fight.
He's been around for a little while too.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's going to be a real good fight for the 125 title. So that's a good fight to watch. Johnny Cupcakes, Peter. And Mike's always puts together a real good card.
He's got the greatest card, you know, and it flows too. It's not, you know, last time was a little bit long for me because I'll tell you what goes on. You know, Gabby used to do this too, and what happens is you put on 23 fights on the card because you want to make sure you know that a certain percentage are going to drop off, so you end up with a good solid 15 great fights. Last time Mike ended up with 23 fights. Yeah. It was a long ass night.
I guess if you're a real avid fan and you want to sit there for 4 hours, it's fun, but when you're in the back with these fighters, I don't like to be there more than
no, you know, and that's the tough thing. You got to consider the fighter that's fighting last too. You know, that's a long night to be sitting there in the back. I've done it. I sat there when I fought Foley. I sat there in the back and I waited all night. Even Shane, his first fight, his first Muay Thai fight, was in Boston at Cambridge at Redline School, and because it was you know, a different fight because it was a 17-year-old kid against a 36-year-old guy, they put it on for the last one. It was 105 degrees in that room down there, and he had to wait till the end of the night. So you can really get dehydrated. It can really put a hurting on you.
12 good fights, brother.
That's what I'm talking about, man. And not a huge intermission. Mike doesn't kill it, you know. No, some people drag it on with some stuff, but he does good.
CES, Mike Mulligan show
too. Yeah, there's no nonsense.
No, Calvin Cater puts a good show on Combat Zone. I went to Premier FC up in, I think it was in, where was it? Where was it? Springfield. The last show was up in Worcester.
Worcester.
That was a really good show.
Yeah.
I like that. Sarah fought Sarah Payne up there, but hey, you know what I mean? It's a great local show for the South Shore, the Cape, Brockton area. Mike Pulver's Cage.
Oh, it's the best one around. You can't beat Mike's here. Number one, the Memorial Hall. We always say it. If you're gonna go see a fight, that's where to go. They're in a bad seat in the house.
The best.
And yeah, and I mean, you can get a slice, you can get a beer, you can get whatever you want while you're there. It's a great time. The kids are always there. It's funny. I see these two kids that always come with their t-shirts and they're little kids and they stand there and they just wait for the fighters to come out of the cage and they get them to sign there.
Good,
you know?
It's good for funny. It's awesome for the fans. You can't. There's not a bad seat in the place.
No. I seen the last fight. I seen Ricky. Well, what's Ricky's brother? Proctor.
Joey.
It was
Ricky Proctor.
Ricky Proctor fought the last fight, right? Yeah. And then the wrestling coach there, Shaney's wrestling coach there, was there in his corner too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What, Loranger?
Loranger. Yeah, Loranger. Oh, yeah, you was there. Sure, yeah.
Awesome.
You were up top. See, you miss half the fights.
Yeah, I'm in the back, man. You guys get all the good stuff.
Wrapping hands, doing all that, doing your pep talk, all that stuff.
Pep talk. I don't like to wrap hands. It's a pain in the neck.
Well, that's your wife wraps hands.
Yeah, she wraps hands.
She does a good job.
She does a good job.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. She makes them like lead.
Yeah. Bricks.
So let's talk about Giuliano Coutinho. Tell me about, first of all, let's start with his fighting. Let me see what, no. Before I go to Giuliano, I want to mention Johnny Johnson. Johnny Johnson just had his 7th straight knockout. He's 7-0, and he announced his retirement.
Retired in the ring.
Right, what is he, 43?
44.
44 years old.
7 knockouts.
Yeah.
He's a beast. There's nothing more
he just started fighting like, what, a year and a half, 2 years ago?
If he was 10 years younger, you know, he'd be in the UFC, but he's 44 years old. He's an old man like us.
Yeah, no, and he started off as a trainer. He was a Muay Thai trainer for years under Mark Delagrati with Mike. I think you actually trained longer than him.
Yeah, me and Johnny about the same with Mark, probably.
Yeah,
I with Mark about 13 years.
And then he went and started fighting. Yeah, he did a lot of jiu-jitsu with Mike, with Banana.
He trains jiu-jitsu being Banana.
Yeah.
And obviously is striking with Crew Mark, and is wrestling with Tyson and Quinn. And hey, the record speaks for itself. So,
Johnny, great job, dude. It was beautiful to see you out there. Thank you very much. And
thanks for the memories.
Yeah, it was beautiful. There was lots of head kicks.
Knockouts, man.
There was some knockouts of the night with that boy. He's a bad man. Good job, Johnny. Now, Giuliano Coutinho, speaking of heavyweights, okay, so he's got a fight coming up with Tim Sylvia.
Yep, former UFC heavyweight champion Tim Sylvia at Mulligan Sun fits 7,000 people for another great show. It's just a little farther away, but the reality fight card, the Kip Cola from Naga.
They're great guys. They do a good job.
Well, I was their champion at the featherweights for a couple of years, and I'm going to tell you something. They are great guys to deal with, Joe Koff and Kip Cola. And they put on a heck of a show up there, and they got a good card. And Banana's going to fight him. And I'll tell you right now, a couple of these guys on Mass MMA, Disco Dave, you're out there. You're talking about next guy's getting on UFC. Banana's too old. You don't even know what the hell you're talking about, kid. Keep pushing that pencil, kid.
There you go.
He's 36 years old, son. He's not old.
Yeah.
And he hasn't had much damage. He's going to go through Tim Sylvia and probably get a call from the UFC. Now, it's not going to be easy. Tim Sylvia's a bad man.
He's a large man. He used to train at City Tom also.
Yeah, I got pictures with me with him. He's a giant of a man.
He's a big man.
But it's Bananas time.
He's going to take them legs out. He's just going to,
Bananas at another level right now. He's training with Gabriel Gonzaga. He's training with Johnny Johnson. He's training with Daniel Gracie. He's training with Azuna, one of Daniel's, the CFFC champion from New Jersey, Pennsylvania. We got quite a team. He's got Mark Delagrati, myself,
Featherstone.
Mark Featherstone
doing the work, man. I see him doing stuff he could never do before.
But he's ready, and I'm telling you right now, I hope Tim Sylvia's come to fight and not just come for a check, because he's going to get beat up.
Yeah.
Simple.
All right, moving on, because we're already starting to push the time limits here.
Sure.
Tell me about Giuliano's new school. What's going on down there? That's amazing.
All right, Mike. Really seriously, I'm not saying because I'm Bananas, one of his students, but it's a Gracie Fitness. It's going to be called Gracie Fitness. Always going to be part of Team Daniel Gracie and City of Tong, CCFA. We all collaborate.
Right.
But it's a Gracie Fitness
Collab.
All
right.
I'm going to tell you, I've been to most of the gyms in the Northeast. Okay, and the ones that I haven't been in, I've seen them online. There's not a gym in the Northeast as nice as this gym.
Nice.
8,000 square foot of building, 3,000 square foot of mat space, fully stocked juice bar, okay, two bathrooms for men and women with 2 showers. I missed this. Oh, fully stocked weight room.
Yeah, exactly.
Machines and free weights and everything. The Beast, Mark Featherstone, strength and conditioning coach up there. I'm teaching Muay Thai. My wife's teaching Muay Thai. Fully endorsed by crew Mark Delagrati. You've never seen a gym like this. You haven't been up there. You've heard about it.
By the way, I'll be up there.
I'm going to tell you something now. If you were a jiu-jitsu practitioner, and you were to die, and you woke up, you would wake up on those mats in heaven. It's such a beautiful, beautiful gym. I'm telling you right now, it is extraordinary. The Banana and the team has done an unbelievable job up there. I can't wait. We've been doing some. The grand opening's coming. We'll keep you abreast on that.
Is it open at the time? Right now it's open.
It's open. Stop by and go see it. But on Cape Cod and South Shore, there's not a place around like this, for sure. Man. Gracie Fitness.
Again, it's a good thing because he's been in business down there for a while. He's had a school in a couple other places. It's nice that this guy's one of the hardest working guys in MMA.
And nicest.
Yes, and nicest guy. He works nights, he works days, he works overnight. He's training. He helps people all the time. He's just a great guy. Now it was funny because when Shaney and I went out to Florida, Shaney trained a little bit of American Top Team. Giuliano went out there afterwards, and the first thing I said to Shane was, dude, he's going to want that school. He's going to want a school like that. Now their school out there is 10,000 square feet, and they have some unbelievable things offered to people as far as kids watching the kids, little schools. They have vans that go pick up the kids. So it was a great learning experience, I think, for Giuliano. He probably, his eyes were probably big as saucers when he saw that place, and it gave him his a little push.
I think Giuliano took the best out of maybe a lot of different schools he's been at and seen. And like I said, I'm not just saying it is an unbelievable academy.
Nice.
So I'm very happy for him, and Daniel Gracie's down this way too, so we got a lot of good things happening right now.
There's a little something for everybody around here. We got Cape Cod Fighting Alliance, we got the Pound, we got Nexus, we got the Gracie Fitness is the name of the school. We got Sport Fighting. We got there's I think Thurston, I think is in Kingston. There's a ton of schools. Iron Fist Karate Dojo. There's a ton of schools. I always say it, this is the best thing in the world for your kids. It's going to give them confidence, it's going to give them humility, and it's going to give them something to hold on to that they can do by themselves with a team as well. So it's a really great thing. If you have a young child, you want to get them involved into a sport, this is the one, as far as I'm concerned. You know, it's going to make them a different person. It's greater than Ritalin.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, this is what the kids need. Keep them off the streets, and let's keep them training, man.
Yep.
For sure.
All right, folks. Michael, thank you very much for coming. We're going to do this a lot more. We're going to try a new thing. We got the cage in the cellar. Every once in a while, Michael's going to teach a move down there with Shane. Other fighters that come in the door, if they got something they want to show us, we're going to bring them down into the dungeon. They can do it. We'll film it, you know.
Come on down, man.
Come on down, people. Thank you very much for coming. And remember, get off the phone and talk to your kids. Thanks for coming to another Fireside Chat with Michael the Hammer Mulligan, Michael Loco Lobo Gresh.